Hey, what's up? We're live. Let's see. Okay, we're good to go. I figure I'll do a little bit of Sonic since we have that Sonic movie out now. Haven't seen it yet though. Can't remember the last time I did a playthrough of Sonic 2. We'll do all of them at some point. Do Sonic 1, 2, 3. I figure I'd start on Sonic 2 because it's like not as long as Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it's better than Sonic 1, and I'd just rather do actually it's fine. I was thinking about maybe changing the tails, but like who cares? There's no actual gameplay difference between the two. Alright, hold on one sec. Just need to check something. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Alright, I think my mic settings are correct. Why is it so quiet though? Hold on. I feel like it's quiet. Hmm. I think that's better. I think so. Wait, let me... Well, it's better for me. Okay, that should be fine. It's a little stuttery on my end, probably because I'm playing in windowed mode. Oh well, I can deal with it. What was I saying? Damn it. Fuck this shit. We're gonna do speedrun mode. This is Sonic the Hedgehog, after all. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of extra lives. I mean, I know how to play this fucking game. Just a second. My other computer had to do an update. Update's done. Those damn updates are so annoying. Alright. They do it whether you like it or not. I mean, we'll try to get some extra lives, like where I know they are. Just in case. I mean, I'm not worried about gaming over, but like right now, for example, like if I can get a 1-up, I'll get it. But that's good enough. What the hell? I was trying to use speedrunning tactics. I would say this guy's definitely one of the easiest bosses in the entire game. But I would say like Sonic CD's first boss is probably the easiest. Chemical Plant Zone. I was never too crazy about Emerald Hill Zone. Like, you know, it's just another Green Hill derivative. Chemical Plant Zone is pretty cool. This zone was included on Sonic Generations. So the fans voted Chemical Plant Zone to be the zone that they wanted to see. Great. They wanted to see in Sonic Generations. I don't know if I would have gone with it, though. I think I would have liked to see... Let me think, what else is there? Oil Ocean is pretty cool. I think that would have been cool to see in 3D. Oil Ocean Zone. Hilltop Zone would have been kind of cool. There were too many city zones in Sonic Generations, and that was noticed by quite a lot of people. It's like, how many friggin' city zones do you need here? I would have changed some of them. Like, it didn't have to be a straight-up vote. Like, what the hell were they doing? Sega is sometimes friggin' stupid. It's like, yeah, listen to the fans a little bit, but use common sense and judgment, too. And even then, when you listen to the fans, at the same time, don't listen to them, because sometimes they're idiots. The Sonic fan base is one of the most toxic fan bases in all of video game history. Alright, so if you go to the left here, there's a 1-up. Make sure you nab that. Should be able to get a 1-up here. The one Sonic game that I still need to beat on stream is Sonic 1 for the Game Gear. I used to be able to beat that game all the time as a kid, but as an adult, for some reason, it's giving me trouble. It's surprisingly hard, like harder than I remember. Anyway, we'll beat it one day. These things are annoying because like they bounce off of each other rather than going through each other, so that can really throw you off. Damn it! I knew that was gonna happen. This is where a lot of noobs die. In fact, I could die here too. Trick is just to stay to one side. You're gonna want to jump all around. Jump here, jump there. Why is it slowing down so much? This is... Wow, why is it slowing down so much? Oh man. I don't know what the hell was going on there. I don't know why there was so much slowdown. That was weird. Yeah, Sonic not being able to swim is a stupid trope. I think we're all sick of it. I guess I don't mind it being in these games, but it shouldn't be in any of the 3D games anymore. There's no reason for it to be there. It doesn't even work in 3D. So, yeah, just let them be able to swim. It's not a big damn deal. Damn it. See, it's tricky. You can go for the quick kill like that, but you could easily just die just like that. I was trying my best to avoid it and just go for the quick kill. Guess what? I'm gonna do it again. Damn it. You gotta, like, time it right. I swear, if I get a game over, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. There we go. Right at the last hit, you gotta go to the left. So Aquatic Ruin is Sonic 2's water level, but luckily you don't actually have to ever go into the water. Not entirely sure if that was a deliberate thing. Maybe my hypothesis is that they got a lot of criticism for Labyrinth Zone, and so they wanted to make a much better water level. Like, the way you would solve it is just don't make a water level at all. I mean, that's another way of doing it. You know, just don't even bother. But as far as water levels go, this actually is not bad. Let me get up there. Because if you're good enough, you don't ever have to go into the water. Alright, fuck it. You can go up there, but it's not a big deal just to go down. So, when I was younger, of course, I would die by drowning on this level all the time, because I would always be in the water. But now, I never drown, because I always make sure not to go into the water. Like, obviously, you go into the water a little bit here, but you can... Like, there's, like, a bad path where you're in the water, like, all the time. And you can easily drown. Be careful here. If you fall in this pit, then you are stuck in the water. So that guy's Grounder. He was actually in the Sonic cartoon, the really crappy one. There was also Scratch, who was that rooster thing. No, I didn't want to go in the water. Now I'm gonna be in the water a little bit, but this shouldn't be too bad. And this should take me right out. Of course that has to happen. I think if you go to the left, there's some secrets. Let's see. Hey, secrets. Okay, this thing. Try to stay on top of this. This is the easy way to kill this guy. There's probably a faster way of doing it, but that's the way I know how to do it. Just stay on top of the thing and then jump at him. Make sure you time it properly, though. Casino Night Zone. When I was a kid, I originally had Sonic 2 for the Game Gear, not for the Genesis, so I remember we had this like kids magazine. I forgot the name of it. It was kind of a cool magazine that I liked as a kid. And like sometimes they would have strategy guides for video games, which was kind of neat. And like they had a strategy guide for Sonic 2. And then like it showed off like all the different levels for Sonic 2 for the Genesis, and like I was so bewildered because it had all the because all the Genesis levels are different from the Sonic the Game Gear levels. They're not the same. And Casino Night was one of them. There was no Casino Night in the Game Gear version. Not at all. Jeez. Ah, couldn't reach it. Let's get out of here. If you're bad at the game, this is a pretty good place to get one-ups. Like, you can get like a lot of rings here. So, who would play the slot machines? But honestly, like, you could easily just lose all of your rings doing the slot machines, so I don't think it's really worth it. But whatever. You know, notice I go straight up to get all the rings. You have to go straight up to get those rings. Wait a minute. So unlike Mario, Sonic has like multiple paths. Even though you end up in the same spot. Like, the way you get there is all up to you. So even though it's linear in a sense, it's also non-linear in the sense that how you get to your destination varies. There's lots of different paths you can take, and that's one of the biggest appeals to Sonic. I was playing this game just this morning called Gunlord, which also has like kind of a similar kind of thing with it, in that you know, it's linear in the sense that you have a goal that you got to reach, but how you get to that goal is up to you, because it gives you a lot of options, a lot of places to explore, wide open areas, that kind of thing. It's very cool. It's a great game. That game came out originally on the Neo Geo. It was a homebrew game. And it remained a homebrew game for the longest time. Oh, I could have gotten that one up. Man, look at this. This is insane. Alright, so this guy, okay. There's no real easy way of killing this guy as far as I know. This is my strategy. I stay over here. If I'm lucky, I can get 2 hits in, but I can't really, you know, get more than 2 hits on a single cycle. Usually it's 1 hit. If I'm lucky, I can get 2 hits. There we go. So, I don't have a quick kill strategy for that, but that's how I do it. I'm gonna continue that I will never use Hilltop Zone. So, this parallax in the background with all the clouds, that's awesome. I remember when I was a kid seeing that, it just looked so gorgeous, and it still does. Gave like a little bit of a 3D effect in a 2D game. One of these days I really should try to beat Sonic 3D Blast. I don't know, like there were so many times when I tried to beat that game and it's just so awful for me. Like I got kind of far in it, but like eventually I would just get so bored and I'll be like, I can't do this anymore. This is too boring. Yeah. I like the graphics of Sonic 3D Blast, but it's just, from a gameplay perspective, it's nothing special. It's not awful, I guess, but it's just boring. Then again, I'd rather play Sonic 3D Blast than a lot of the other, like, real 3D games. Like, what the fuck is the point of putting this enemy right here? Like, who the hell would ever get hit by this guy? Some of the enemy placement in this game is really weird. Like, it's useless enemy placement. Usually we complain about enemy placement because, like, it doesn't, like, it'll, like, actually kill the player, but, like, in this game, sometimes it's just bizarrely useless. Like, why is that guy there? He doesn't need to be there. You can get stuck in this thing and die instantly. That's happened to me before. I like how the lava is just like being suspended in the air inexplicably. So there was supposed to be some other zones in this game. I mean, this game's already pretty long, you know, like, so it's a good length. So it didn't even need more zones, but there were going to be more zones. There was going to be Hidden Palace Zone, which eventually did see an official release on the Android version of Sonic 2. Which is kind of fucking annoying. Like, we never got... Give us a PC version of Sonic 2 on Steam that has all the improvements that Christian Whitehead did. Like, what the hell? Like, why is the definitive version of Sonic 2 on Android, of all things? But anyway, yeah, there was, Hidden Palace Zone. No! And then there was going to be Dust Hill Zone. That also was going to be on the Android version. There were some problems with it. I don't know exactly what happened. Christian Whitehead was working on it, but for whatever reason, it never made it into the final release. His prototype of Dust Hill Zone was later reworked into... I forgot the name of it exactly, but Mirage City Zone or something in Sonic Mania, which is really cool. It's a gorgeous level. So that was originally going to be Dust Hill Zone. Could probably go back for those rings, but I don't care. Just keep going. Those spikes are going to scare you. Just keep going. There are some bottomless pits here. Be careful. Missed the extra life. Oh well. Once again, just go for the quick kill. We're gonna lose all our rings, but I don't care. So on, going back to the zones that were dropped. So we had Hidden Palace Zone, Dust Hill Zone, and then there was also going to be a zone called Genocide City Zone, which is a bizarre name. I mean, I don't know how the hell you could get away with naming one of your zones Genocide City Zone in a kid's game. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. But, unlike the other zones, we never got to see either concept art of it or a prototype. With the other ones, at least we got to see some stuff like that. Like Dust Hill Zone, we got a look of what it was supposed to look like in a screenshot, but like I think that screenshot was not like an official screenshot. But at least we got to see what it was supposed to look like. Hidden Palace Zone exists in the Sonic 2 data still. So you can play through a prototype of the level using, you know, some debug codes and stuff or whatever. But Genocide City Zone, nothing. I don't even know if a description of what the level was supposed to look like exists. Maybe it does, I don't know. All we have is the name. So one of these friggin' things leads to a bottomless pit. I think that's the one. In Android version, you go down the bottomless pit. Well, it's not really bottomless. It's a spike pit that you can't escape from. It meant instant death in this version. But in Android version, it leads to Hidden Palace Zone. As far as other cut zones, I can't think of any others. I think that might be all of them. Trying to remember. Can't remember. Yeah, those are the big ones anyway. There's a ROM hack called Sonic Long version or whatever. It attempts to reinsert the dropped levels, but it's honestly garbage. The level design's so bad. I don't even know what the hell the guy was thinking, because the level design is awful. Like, playing through it makes you appreciate how masterful the level design is in the original game. And also shows just how difficult it is to make a Sonic 2 level. So yeah, like, Dust Hill Zone would have terrible enemy placement. You could run into enemies all the time just by running. It's like, dude, do you not understand that you can't see what's in front of you in a 2D game? The levels have to be designed a certain way, idiot. But he never understood that. Unfortunately, no one ever improved upon his ROM hack. I don't know why. I mean, you would think that maybe someone else would try to make an improved Sonic 2 long version. Christian Whitehead should try to do that. Which is technically the Android version, but he never got to complete Dust Hill Zone. And since Mirage Zone, whatever it's called, is in Sonic Mania, I guess he'll never finish it. But I would like to see, like, Genocide City Zone. They'll just have to rename it. They could call it Genosect City Zone. No, that's already taken. Wait, I can think of a good name. Gene City Zone. Like gene splicing and all that? I don't know. Anyway, here we are on Oil Ocean. I think this would have been a cool level to have in Sonic Generations instead. I mean, it's another city level, but I mean, Sonic 2 has a lot of city levels. There's this. There's Metropolis Zone. Chemical Plant Zone, so... So as a kid, I always thought this game took place on this fictional planet called Mobius. That's actually not true. Like, the American manual says that, but that's not where this game's supposed to take place. This game actually takes place on Earth. It's weird. Because you don't ever see any other humans other than Robotnik. I don't know, it's just weird. And then, like, all of a sudden in Sonic Adventure, there's humans. So, I could have gotten a 1-up. You fucker. Come on. Yeah, this game actually takes place on Earth. Like, that's like the name. I don't know. There wasn't much story in these games in the first place, so who cares? There was a comic, Sonic comic, that was really shitty. Well, I shouldn't say shitty. It wasn't. It had kind of dumb characters though, like other ancillary characters that I didn't like at the time, but after seeing what Sega did to ruin like the Sonic video games, like I'll take those Archie comic characters any day over like the garbage that we got, like Silver the Hedgehog, who sucks. Shadow the Hedgehog was okay, but the problem is Shadow the Hedgehog was in so many shitty games, so like when you're in just like a ton of shitty games, it doesn't really do much for your reputation. You know what I'm saying? I think I can go up this way. Ugh. Are you kidding? It was kind of cool in Sonic Mania. So they did bring this level back in Sonic Mania. I totally forgot about that. They remade it, improved the music, and gave it a Sonic Mania flavor to it. And you can actually use the flame shield here. It sets the oil on fire, which is awesome. It's so cool that they implemented that. Okay, here comes one of the weird parts of the game where you just kind of get turned around for whatever reason. I don't even know exactly where I'm supposed to go. I guess I go up this way. Yeah. Useless invincibility. I'm in these things most of the time, so I can't even use it. Right when it wears off. Great. I like how he comes up for literally no reason. It's like he shows his... He comes up. I don't even know why he comes up. I hate when he does that. See, he comes up. What a moron. What the fuck, man? I hit him. Not... Like, the hitboxes can be weird sometimes. What the hell, man? Tails, he fucked me. This is why you usually like to turn off Tails, because he never helps. I mean, he's there and he doesn't do anything. I just lost 2 lives for no reason at all. He's gonna blast the floor. Nope. Wow, I was about to die. Thanks to Tails glitching out the fucking thing. That happens too often. think Metropolis Zone is next. Probably my least favorite. I like the music, but these levels are pretty long. A little bit too long, and there's 3 acts. So I've read that the 3rd act of Metropolis Zone was supposed to be Genocide City Zone. But when they canceled Genocide City Zone, they just turned it into the 3rd act of this. Alternatively, I also heard that Genocide City Zone was just renamed into Metropolis Zone. So I don't know who to believe. I don't know what is the truth. Wow, I almost died again. Those pistons can kick your ass, so just keep moving. They'll insta-kill you. Very annoying, especially to nubs. That was close. Come on! There's a bottomless pit right underneath us, so don't fall in there. Those guys are called slicers, and they're the worst thing ever. Pretty much like all the enemies in the Metropolis Zone suck. Like, you have, like, the crab guys. I forgot the name of those things. The star guys are annoying too. And the slicers are annoying. So they're all annoying. See, like, their hitboxes are weird. Damn it. See, like, that's so cheap. And that's cheap too. No one likes them. So they actually remade this level too in Sonic 4. A lot of people bash Sonic 4, but Sonic 4 is not a bad game. It just shouldn't have been called Sonic 4. But I actually like it. It should have been called Sonic Remix or something like that. Because it's not a true sequel to Sonic 3 at all. The Sonic games are just made by idiots who don't have any idea what the hell they're doing. They don't know anything about Sonic. They're not fans of Sonic. That's the problem. See, look at that. Isn't that cheap? Like, if I didn't know that guy was there and I didn't have fast reflexes, I would have just gotten hit by him, and that guy too. Not great enemy placement, and the enemy design is not great either. I mean, they look cool. It's just their functionality. Like, you can make them work if you just place them in more fair ways. You know, putting that guy up there, like, that's... I don't mind that too much. Like, you can see him coming, and that guy too. But then you have that bullshit going on there, and then you have this guy over here. It's like, it's too much bullshit. There's too much. I knew that was gonna happen. A lot of people complain that Sonic sometimes punishes you for going fast. I sort of get the argument. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog, you want to go fast, but it's also a platformer. And he's a platformer first and foremost. It's not a racing game. So this is still Act 2. As you can see, this level is just going on and on. Alright, we're finally at the end. I mean, it took me 3 minutes to beat, but for other people who are new to this game, that could easily just go over 10 minutes and then they would die because there's a time limit. And it's still not over yet. Whoa, that was close. And also the background's kind of bland. Jeez. Come on, give me at least one ring. Alright, this is bad. I have to make it reset itself now. Yeah, the background's just boring because, like, there's no parallax like there is with the other levels. I bet there's gonna be another starfish guy. If there is, we're screwed. Okay, good. I mean, there's stuff going on. There's, like, things moving, and that's kind of neat, but it's just kind of boring. So that's another reason why people don't really like this level. Damn it. I think you can keep going up that way, but I'm not gonna do that. Whoa, you can easily kill yourself there. See, that enemy placement's garbage. Garbage. If me, a Sonic veteran, can get hit by that thing every damn time, like, how did they expect noobs to get through it? And then that's also garbage. And I'm gonna die here, aren't I? That guy should not be there. At best, he should be on the left side, if there at all. And he probably shouldn't be. Wow. I don't know, did they test this level out at all? What the hell's going on? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I don't know how you avoid that, man. How do you avoid that? I don't get it. That is so stupid. That guy should not be there. I've been playing this game for 30 years and I'm still getting my ass kicked by that one guy? Are you kidding? And that is awful. Who the hell designed this? I want to beat the shit out of him. Like, I can already make, like, suggestions to the guy who designed this fucking level. Like, yeah, that slicer has got to go, or move him. He should not be right there. We need to make the game challenging. You need to make the game fun, first and foremost. And if a guy who's been playing this game since I was a little kid still dies there, then there's something fucking wrong with that placement. This guy too. Are you kidding me? I don't believe it. Like, that's amateurish level design. Really. Like, I feel like they didn't do enough playtesting with this level. There's another bombless pit. Easy to die if you don't know it. Alright, we're finally at the boss. Holy shit. This guy can be tricky. He can be kind of tough. My advice, just tank the hit. Tank the hits. He becomes easier as the battle goes on, so he has that going for him. Sky Chase Zone, kind of a boring level. It's just a auto scroller. Music's kind of nice. It's relaxing. The level itself is pretty dull, though. It's just, there's nothing. It's just an auto scroller. And the Sonic Mania guys loved it so much they included a similar level in Sonic Mania in the Mirage Saloon. Mirage Saloon, I think, is what that level's called. I think there's a way to cheese this whole level just by, like, being in a corner. By the way, you can fall off the airplane. If you spin dash from a corner, you can die. So, like, if I'm over on the left and I spin dash to the right, like all the way to the left, like over here, I'll fall off. So don't do that. You can still spin dash like a little bit, but not a lot. So now these guys are gonna go a lot faster. think that's it. Alright, Wing Fortress, then it's going to be Death Egg, and then that's it. When I was a kid, me and my friend would always come to this level whenever we did the Supersonic cheat because we knew that this was an easy way to get 50 rings. So anytime we wanted to just play a Supersonic a little bit, see, there you go, 50 rings right there. Then you jumped in the air, and then you got it. Here's a shortcut, you just jump right through that thing. There's a 1-up up here. These speed-up shoes here are kind of freaking useless. I mean, this is so precarious. Why would you even want to use it? It's just like so useless. But anyway, it's pretty safe, sort of. I think there might have been another 1-up somewhere. Eh, who cares? We don't need it. I'm not worried. Maybe over here? Nah, just invincibility. Gotta do this fast. Okay, good. There might be a 1-up somewhere around here, but I can't remember exactly where it is. Here comes an annoying boss. It's a really easy die here. This boss can be pretty tough. Okay, there we go. Alright, there is a 1-up to the right. So wait until this is done, and then you jump to the right here, and there's a 1-up. Yeah, I've died. There have been times when I would like repeatedly die on that boss. So it's better just to get it down pat, as they say, on the first try. Yeah, you could spend a lot of time on that stupid guy. He's annoying. Alright. The final zone, Death Egg Zone. It's kind of weird. Like, they have, like, cool music for Death Egg Zone, but it switches to the boss music immediately. You know? There's no level to it. It's just the two bosses, Silver Sonic and then the big Eggman robot. But it's great music. I think originally this was going to be like a full zone, but, you know, similar kind of deal. They just cut the... They changed the idea or cut it out, whatever. So you can hit him twice, even 3 times on a single cycle. There's 4 times. You gotta be careful. Don't hit those spikes. That'll kill you one hit, and since you have no rings, you'll die. missed. Damn it. So, you can get quite a few hits on him, but it's tricky. He takes a lot of hits. See, I knew it. See, it's tricky because it's hard to tell exactly what the hell he's gonna do. What the fuck? Okay, these are emulation glitches. I swear. It's not me. And I don't think it's the original game doing that bullshit. With Knuckles, you can't do this strategy. And as you can see, the quick kill method is very risky. There we go. That's it. That's Sonic 2. What the hell? This is the best ending music. It's so bittersweet. So you get this like little animation at the end for Sonic, but if you play as Tails, you don't get this. And that always bothered me. I always wanted like there to be like a special animation for Tails too, but they just skip right to this part, except it's Tails falling down instead of Sonic. And like it would have been great if they had like a little animation for Tails just to make it worth playing as him. Because in this game he plays identically to Sonic. There's no difference. And in fact, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds with Tails, you don't get a super form. He gets nothing. It's so lame. I don't even know why they did that. That's it. Heyo Nakayama. I wonder what happened to that guy. We need these guys back on the Sonic team because Sonic sucks without them, obviously. There it is, Yuji Naka, the chief programmer. That was like the only American name I saw. Bill Willis. I'm assuming that's American. Rest are all Japanese dudes. Yutaka Sugano. Zone artist. Brenda Ross. Tom Payne. Reminds me of Max Payne. I beat that game not too long ago, the first one. That's an old TPS game. It's pretty good. Music composer Masato Nakamura. That was a good run. So yeah, we'll do some more Sonic games later. Might even do some later tonight. If I'm in the mood for it. How long did it take me to beat this? Oh wow, I beat it in about an hour. Not too bad at all. Just about an hour. Alright, that's it. See you later.